Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Levis now on second down. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That one a first down pickup of 8. A give to ETN running right.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Levis on third down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go play action here on first down. So the left side, it's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Levis. That is caught by Dell.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Take Dell
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Huskies are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down at the 42-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
So the drive will indeed continue. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll roll him out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now second down.
The Niners at 7-9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have regained the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Levis looking to move him around a bit. And they'll run with Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A 2nd down throw from Levis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. There he goes, left side. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7. Levis looking to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
On the move past the 40.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Levis throwing again on second down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, it's Levis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down, Huskies.
Etienne up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 2.
19, Tiger, 19, check, Bobcat. Come on, baby. Hey, smash, Bronco. Go.
Levis now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second down, McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 13.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the best.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Bison, 60 Bison.
Brings up second
Check that,
and 9
street.
at the 49ers 42-yard line.
Check out.
Levis to throw off play action.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 29-yard line. And Levis going to change the play. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Levis.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. Now Levis.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Huskies are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way. Christian McCaffrey.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
78 yards.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
On 1st down, Levis. A shot downfield for Burks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, show the world they're up to the challenge.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now he's loose again, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Honolulu first down.
Levis, he's going to audible to something else.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And Levis going back to the air. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne.
Oh, he bowls over him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Levis now on 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have got...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. And my goodness, another interception. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An impressive performance just became a little bit more impressive here as they add yet another score to the ledger late in the 4th quarter.
And not much has stopped them at any point in this game, partner. This is just an old-fashioned blowout right here. They probably could put the brakes on themselves, but they elected not to and played this one all the way out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd down, here's Levis. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.